Welcome to SUAANGAN. I'm your host, Erin Jo. On today's program, we bring you back to the Inuvik Hospital for more on the Elders' Day program.
I'm Des Loreen, and on last week's program, we showed you the elders getting some great exercise by dancing. We also showed you the Valentine's boxes they made for the craft program. On last week's show, we introduced you to Jane McCartney and Colette Sampson. Both are the coordinators for the Elder Day program. Jane and Colette aren't the only ones who love to share knowledge with the elders. Guest speakers are regular to the program, and later on in the show, we'll show you some of the past visits with the physiotherapist and nutritionist. But first, we talked with Jane about how the Elder Day program began.
The idea of a day program has been around for a long time. A lot of communities have Elder Day programs, but this is the first time it's been offered in Inuvik, and the hospital did a needs assessment in September to take a look at whether or not the community needed something like this. And the results of that needs assessment showed that the elders wanted something like this, their families wanted something like this, and programs like home care and the doctors also thought that this program would be beneficial for the elders in town.
How have you structured the activities in order to meet the needs of the elderly?
I like to think of the activities in terms of three areas: social, recreational, and educational. Social is just the informal chats that happen over tea. People will slip back into talking about things that they did long ago, and a lot of times people will speak in their own language. The recreational component is things like traditional crafts. We've done felt wall hanging, and we're going to be starting doing some beading soon. Also recreational is our exercise activities. We do formal exercise like armchair, gentle exercise for elders. We also do armchair yoga. But then we also do informal exercise programs like dancing and bowling, where they're getting the benefits of the physical movement, but they think of it as a fun activity first, so they don't really think of it as exercise. And then the educational component, we have guest speakers coming in each week. We've had the nutritionist come in and talk about healthy eating for elders. We've had a geriatrician come in who's a doctor that specializes in older people. And that session went over really well. He spoke to us for about 30 minutes or 45 minutes. It was just an informal chat where the elders could ask any questions they had on their minds about their health.
We also saw the elders keeping in shape and being healthy by participating in many different physical activities.
Okay, well, we do activities that are higher energy and social. You know, it creates positive spirit, positive feelings, and you know, movement to music and laughing and playing and having fun with friends just creates a positive energy. And we see that a lot in our exercise and our higher active activities.
Do you have visitors come in and speak to the elders of the program?
We have guest speakers coming in once or twice a month to talk about their area of specialty. We had the nutritionist come in last month, and this month the physiotherapist came in to talk about preventing falls in the elderly. As we age, our body goes through changes, our muscles get weaker, our balance system can become affected, and our vision can change. And because of all these physical changes, we can be more prone to having a fall. So the physio came in to talk to us about how to prevent falls given these physical changes that happen with aging.
Some of the types of injuries you can have when you have a fall, or the most common one we saw even today, is the hip fracture, like you were saying, Emma and Martina had, and you hurt your ankle. Another common thing to hurt is your shoulder. You could break a bone right up close to the shoulder. Some people have a broken pelvis, and sometimes it's in the wrist. So there's all kinds of different injuries you can get, and all of them will interfere with your day-to-day function and your mobility and your independence and your quality of life. So there's all kinds of different ways that we can be affected day to day.
The elders were great. You could tell that they were totally into the session. They were listening very well, and they asked some great questions. They asked about what kind of footwear they can wear, what kind of things they can do in their house to prevent falls. And I talked to the physio after, and she said that the elders actually gave her ideas that she hadn't thought of before about how to prevent falls. So it's something that they had been thinking about before.
In February, one of the big projects the elders worked on was the Valentine's boxes. Can you tell us a bit about them?
The Valentine's Day boxes came from, again, the planning day, and this idea was new to myself and Jane. It was an idea from the participants, and it's an activity that they did when they were young. Any activity that we can do that they'll be moving their hands and working with their hands is going to help with their arthritis.
Now that we've seen the Valentine's boxes, what sort of crafts have you been working on with the elders?
The first project that we've started with was felt wall hangings, and we're just coming along the end of those. We've begun some beading and embroidery. In the future we'll be doing quilting, fish hooks. They also bring their own materials and crafts in, so from day to day they're doing knitting, crocheting, and just things that they work on their own from home.
What materials are involved with the crafts you've been making?
We've used a lot of felts, different types of felts. We've purchased some Stroud. In the future we're going to purchase duffel. We're going to try to purchase a moose hide. We've used various antlers for fish hooks.
Has craft making helped with the elders' physiotherapy?
Working with their hands, doing crafts and things prevents their joints from stiffening. If any of the elders have arthritis, it helps with that. Just keeps their joints moving, and also that helps with their functional day-to-day activities as well.
For more on the Inuvik Hospital's Elder Day program, stay tuned to SUAANGAN right here on APTN.
Right down. Okay, go to Arctic Red.
What?
Arctic Red side.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know which side is Arctic Red.
Smart.
One Arctic Red side.
Before the break, we gave you a recap of the services offered by the Inuvik Hospital's Elder Day program. We talked with coordinators of the program, Jane McCarney and Colette Sampson, about how the elders are staying healthy and happy. We asked Colette about the many different physical activities offered, like bowling.
Bowling began when the program began, and it's a popular activity. So we do it a few times a month, and if we can squeeze it in anywhere else, we'll try to do that because they very much enjoy the bowling. The program began in January 12th, so we started it within that week.
Okay. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Good. Nice.
The elders seem to love the bowling. There's a lot of cheering for one another, smiling, laughing, elders motivating each other. It seems to be great fun for them.
As coordinators for the Elder Day program, can you tell us about the challenges you face in your job?
Most of all, the job is great. I really enjoy it, but there are a few challenges. Getting the word out to everyone, making sure that all the elders in town know about the program and feel welcome to come would be one of the challenges. Another challenge is making sure that the program is funded. We are funded until March 2005, that's guaranteed. And then after that, making sure that the funding continues would be another challenge. So making sure that the people that are making those decisions around money know how important the program is, the benefits that it's having for the elders would be another challenge.
There's very few challenges in the position. It's a wonderful job. It's a lot of fun. I guess the most challenging thing I can think of would be trying to incorporate all of the ideas of the elders into 1 month. There's so many things that we want to do and that they would like to do in that month. It's hard to squeeze them all in. So I guess that's the biggest challenge. It's a pretty good challenge.
If you could give 3 reasons why an elder in the region should become active with the program and participate, what would they be?
First of all, the chance to socialize with old friends and meet new friends. The chance to be more physically active than they would be if they were at home all day. And also the opportunity to learn new things with the guest speakers coming in and with each of the participants teaching each other new things. Maybe it's a new craft or a new word in another language.
How can the community help with the delivery of your program?
Getting the word out to people, making sure that all the elders in town know about the program would be one way that the community could help. And also we've already had some volunteers come in and teach us something new that Colette and I didn't know about and that some of the participants didn't feel comfortable teaching. We had Brian Rogers and Aggie Ulasevich come in and teach us how to draw on Stroud. And that was great because now that's allowed us to continue on with that activity, and we're going to start beading and sewing on what they drew for us. So we definitely encourage people to get involved if they want to, if there's something they want to share with the elders. And in that way it helps keep the program culturally relevant for the elders when their culture is so important to them. And I think that's a great thing, and that's something that's hard for Colette and I to do.
We were fortunate enough to pull a few elders away from the fun and laughter of the activities to sit down with us and talk to us about why they like the Elder Day program.
Elders programming. Hun wigla killaya ora tugutin lakata. Wukillaya ora kali datukyo. Alia hong ititaraga tigutuwani. Piuraktin mura kami tigulu. Inuvialuit.
Got about these too.
Dancing with that fiddler and guy playing guitar come in. And towards the end of it, Donald was singing about the Mark Trapper song. And he never made no mistake right from the beginning till the end. Boy, that was nice, you know. Nice to hear that, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, since he started, I've been coming here just about regularly. My favorite activity is exercising, crafts, bowling. We have fun, telling stories. We really enjoyed it. We like it. It's good to get out of the house and come here for a few hours a day. This is nice. The peoples are nice and all the elders, and we get to see the people at long term every day. It's nice. Yeah, we love spending time with our other friends that are here, and we see people every day. It's nice that we could talk and tell stories, and we sew together. It's such a nice place here.
My name is Elijah Allen, and I go to the exercises, and I enjoy all of it. You know, it's good to my body, it's good to my legs, and and my body when I go for exercise, and I enjoy it. And so we play games here too. We play cards and we tell stories, and I enjoyed about here for about 3.5 hours. Being here, we have a lunch together, and just a lot of, get to see people you never see for a long time in here together, and there's always around 20, 25 of us in the exercise, so I enjoy it because that's what I need for being an elder.
Stay tuned after the break for more from the Elder Day program held at the Inuvik Regional Hospital. Where do you hold the activities for the Elder Day program?
Most of the activities take place at the Inuvik Hospital in the long-term care area, but we also try to hold activities in other sites around town to make it easier for people that live in different parts of town to just walk over if they just want to participate in that one activity just for an hour or a couple hours.
Can you tell us about Ingamo Hall's Elders Luncheon?
Ingamo has a luncheon for elders every second week, every second Thursday, and I think this is a program that's been going on for a long time. So it's something that we've incorporated into our calendar so that the elders who come to the day program can continue to enjoy the elders luncheon.
How many elders who participate in the program attend the Ingamo Hall Elders Luncheon?
Whoever is there on that day comes to Ingamo with us. Our bus drives us there and then drops people off at the end of the day.
As promised earlier, we'll bring you to Ingamo Hall for a presentation about staying healthy and eating right. Sue Clarkson and Kirsten Fargo both work at the Inuvik Hospital and talk to the elders during the luncheon.
If you can have foods from 4 of the 4 food groups at your meal, that's wonderful, but the aim is to have something from 3 of the 4. So maybe you had some bannock, maybe you wanted to have some caribou, and maybe you had some vegetables. So you would have something from 3 of the food groups. What you need to do is the top half of your plate should be your vegetables. So all of this should be your vegetable part of your plate. The bottom half should be your meat, and it should be the grain product, so it could be your bannock or bread or rice. So it's a matter of looking at your plate and seeing what you're putting on your plate and what foods are best for you.
So anytime you choose to walk instead of taking a taxi, you're doing a really good thing for your body. And every time you choose at home, if you're sitting, maybe you're dabbing at bingo, or maybe you're doing something else, if you move your leg at the same time, you're doing a good thing for your body. And every once in a while, if you put your arms up and then you dab, you're doing a good thing for your body. The more you can move your body, the better it is to keep your body so that it can keep moving. But every time you move your muscles, it's your muscles that are soaking up the sugar out of your blood to keep that sugar low in your blood and put it where it belongs, is in your muscles. So anytime you can go dancing, go dancing. And if there's no music, then start singing.
Kirsten also visited the elders at the Inuvik Hospital. Here she is explaining the importance of having vegetables in your diet.
Now, vegetables are really important because they have a lot of important vitamins and minerals that help to keep you healthy, right? We also know that they're low in calories, so if you're looking for a snack or something to eat that won't put on a lot of weight, vegetables are a really good choice. They're low in fat. Yeah, depending on what you add to them, as long as you don't add a lot of extra butter and cheese and stuff to them, vegetables are really healthy. What's important to realize is the fresh are healthy. By the time they get up here, though, a lot of their nutrients, a lot of their vitamins and stuff have actually left the fruit or the vegetable that's fresh. So the frozen ones and the canned ones are just as healthy as the fresh, and they're a lot cheaper. And if you can buy the bigger the bag, the more you get for your money. And the nice thing about the frozen is they don't go bad on you, so you can keep them in your freezer and you don't have to worry about wasting food. Because it's when you start wasting food that we start to see a lot of money being wasted.
Speaking of nutrition, the elders of the program made a great soup from various vegetables and healthy ingredients. Here's what you need to make the soup yourself and the cooking directions. Tomato bean soup. 1 can stewed tomatoes, 1 can baked beans in tomato sauce, 1 cup water, ½ cup chopped onions, ½ teaspoon dried basil, ½ teaspoon of dried parsley, and 1 cup of shredded cheese. In a saucepan over medium heat, stir together tomatoes, beans, water, onions, basil, and parsley. Bring to boil. Reduce heat to medium-low and simmer, uncovered and stirring occasionally for 10 to 15 minutes. Top each serving with a ¼ cup of cheddar cheese. Enjoy. We asked Jane and Colette what the best part of their job is.
The best part of the program is seeing how much the elders enjoy their days. Also noticing the changes over the past 8 weeks that the program has been running. Already we see changes in the elders. Some of them are getting stronger. They're walking a bit better. They're walking a little more straighter, and I enjoy seeing that, and I especially enjoy when other participants see those changes as well and mention it to us. That would be, part of the program that I really enjoy.
The thing I like most about the job is just being with the elders, having fun with them, laughing, watching them participate with one another, motivate one another, and just sharing time together. So that is my favorite part of the job.
We do have a core 8 people coming in each day, but I know there's other people out there that could benefit from the program. We've mailed out calendars to a list of elders that we have, and on the top of the calendar is our phone number. You can also call the hospital and ask to speak to us in the Elder Day program. Our number is 777-8097, and we would really like to be able to let everyone know about the program so everyone has a chance to participate if they want.
Thank you for watching SUAANGAN. I'm Erin Joe, and that was our program for this week.
I'm your host, Des Lorraine, and I'll see you back here next week. We'll leave you this week with more of the dancing and fun from the Inuvik Hospital's Elder Day program.
And back, 2, 3, and toe. Good.